What's up? I'm Mike, N2MAK, and this right here is the Baofeng UV-5R Mini. Did you know that you can put a custom image on the screen when you start it up? But what about the Baofeng UV-5G Mini, the GMRS version? Stick with me, and I'll show you how. All right, let me get two things out of the way first. First, the GMRS version, I have not found a way to put the custom image on there. Even though that option is available in the software, I can't get it to work. Can't get it to unlock either. And so if anyone's figured out how to unlock the GMRS version or do that, by all means, please let us know in the comments down below. I'd like to know, and I'm sure some of the viewers. Secondly, real quick disclosure, there are spurious commissions involved. Radioddity did send me the regular ham version of the Mini as well as the GMRS version for testing and review. Now, Radioddity doesn't have any input over my videos or the content. Everything that you're going to see in the videos are my opinions based on my own experience and my own testing. But if you are interested in picking up these radios, and I do think, especially the UV-5R Mini, I think this is a great value, a great EDC radio. I've done a number of videos on it. There are affiliate links down below that help support the channel and some promo codes that might even save you some money. All right, let's get to it now. What you're going to do first and foremost is, unfortunately, you're going to need a Windows computer. But if you go to the Radioddity website and you go over to support, then you can click on Baofeng. Now we're going to look for the model radio. In this case, this is the 5R Mini, and this will allow you to download the programming software, which I already have, and then you can get the manual as well. They also have it for the 5G Mini and pretty much any other radio that Radioddity sells, whether it's the G90 or one of their own branded Radioddity ones. You know, the support page is where you can get manuals and programming software. So first step is to get the software and get it downloaded and installed, which I already have. So let's open it up. And we're going to start with the software for the Baofeng Mini. So I got one here, and I'll show you when we turn it on that I did have my logo on there. Okay, so there it is. It's quick. Still got the screen protector on. I should probably do something about that. All right. Anyway, it's on. Let's plug in a programming cable. Get that in there. And up at the top where it says settings, this will allow you to select the COM port, the serial port. This is 11. And then under tools, there's one option, and that is for the import picture tool. So once you got the correct serial port selected, just click there. You'll need to pick it there as well. So let's put it on port 11. Let's open up a picture, and I'm going to put the RF around and find out logo on there. And you'll notice the file name, it doesn't matter what you call it, but it's going to need to be a 24-bit bitmap file, BMP file. And it's going to need to be 128 by 138. Again, 128 by 138. I'll put that down in the description below or on the screen. That's going to be really important, as you're going to see here in a minute. So now we got the picture up. There it is. And then import terminal. And you'll see the radio programming. Boom. All set. There we go. Now, let me show you what happens. Let me keep this in frame. So I mentioned 128 by 138, and I found that just by Googling, okay? But you'll notice here it's saying 128 by 128. If you try to select a picture, and I have my logo here, and this is 128 by 128. So this is a perfectly square bitmap, okay? You're gonna get an error, all right? It won't let you select it. If I try to do the one that's 128 by 138 though, sure enough, it goes. And I have, just to eliminate error, I've tried it with multiple cables, and yeah, so see, there we go. Now let me just put that back to the RF around and find out, because I think that looks a little bit better. And that's just kind of what I'm feeling. So there's that. Import. You see how easy this is. It's pretty simple and straightforward. It's going to take you longer to install the software than it is to actually make that change. That song is going to be stuck in my head now. Leave a comment down below if you know what I'm singing in my head. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. That was not in the script. All right, there we go. One thing left to do with this radio, and that's take off the screen protector. Well, we're here and we got this set up. This is the UV-5G Mini, the GMRS version, okay? And this is that quartz color, Radiodity calls it. I've seen it called quartz or a ghost blue on Amazon, but very cool, kind of semi-translucent. Let's try this and see what happens when we try this with the GMRS version. Now, we are still using the 5R Mini, the ham version software. So let's just open a picture, and we'll still continue with this one. We know it works. And then let's go to import, click on import. Import failed. So, I'm not really sure what's going on there and why. I have done this with different cables. That's certainly not the case, but let's go to the GMRS version of the software. And these should be the latest versions. I just downloaded them last week. And so obviously the cables work, and look at that. It already pulled some stuff. And so here we see very much the same settings. The serial port, import picture tool, COM11. Let's pick the picture, and let's do the 128 by 38. There it is. Let's hit import. Nope, it failed again. And I even went so far as to make a 128 by 128 size picture, and again, you get the same error. So the only thing I can think is that they got something locked down in here, and it's just not allowing it to work. So it's too bad. So I don't know. For now, screen protector is going to stay on. Let me show you this real quick thing, just in case anyone needs to know how to get a particular image into the bitmap format on Windows. It's real easy. You just need to use Paint. So, so here's an image right now. This is a PNG. So you could do a JPEG PNG. Just you know, right click, and let's go down to it's open with Paint. That way we'll open it with Paint. And then there's the image. It's real tiny because it is a tiny image. And let's go to Save As and just select bitmap picture and 24-bit bitmap. That's what the programming software is going to want to see. And that way you can take whatever photos, images, logos you have. You can design them in something like Canva or I don't know. But then once it's resized correctly, you can easily convert it into the 24-bit bitmap. That'll do it. Neat little trick. I know it's a little gimmicky, but you know, it's something nice that you can do to personalize and customize the Baofeng UV-5R Mini. And hey, if you're like me, chances are you got multiple. These things pretty much come in 2 packs. So right out of the gate, you're going to have more than one. It's an opportunity to, you know, do something unique to help tell them apart. But thanks for watching if you made it this far. And if you're watching this before Hamvention, I'm going to be at Hamvention. You saw the RF around and find out logo that I put on the fangs. Check these out. I got 100 stickers I'm going to have with me at Hamvention to hand out. I would love to meet you. So if you see me, grab me, pull me aside. Let's have that eyeball QSO. I appreciate everyone's support. And if you've made it this far, please click link, subscribe to my channel. I'm Mike, N2MAK 73.